Mother, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if you got the memo, but Clemson is the defending national champions. They are the national champions. It's a beautiful, beautiful night. They did not beat Alabama. No. They put on their gloves and on national live television, they gave Alabama a prostate exam in front of God and everybody. The beautiful night if you're a Clemson fan. Absolutely rancid night if you are a Bama fan. I want to give a shout out to some Bama fans right now. There's a lot of you talked a ton of trash to me. That's perfectly fine. That's what this is for. And that's what we do on here. We talk trash to each other. But I've had a lot of you have definitely come out and you know, told us, hey, we're the better team. You murdered us tonight. It was embarrassing. We don't get what happened. We found out that 1 + 1 does not equal 2. That was totally poor miscalculation. But, you know, this is really, right now, I did a video just a second ago. It was a bit of a rant. But let's talk about the game. This really is, you know, the post game. Just talk about really what's going on, what happened. I said that Clemson was going to have to step up. They were definitely going to have to step up. They were going to have to be smart with the ball. They were going to, Trevor Lawrence was going to have to do what he's been doing. And I said a couple of weeks ago, after everybody was ragging us for giving up 515 yards to Jake Bentley with South Carolina, I said that was extremely important because I, in fact, thank South Carolina fans for helping us win the national championship. All because it exposed to Clemson then what they needed to be working on to actually attain tonight. And, boy, did Clemson's secondary look good. Looked great. The defensive line, the front seven, looked incredible. But I think what we also want to talk about, too, is, I mean, it's just an all-around performance. All-around performance. Chris Harper's on here. Thank you, buddy. You Bama fan. Good class there. I mean, look, it's Bama and Clemson. It's been Bama and Clemson. Georgia thought they had something. Then they found out half the team was either transferring or going into the NFL. But I know we're losing people. We can't rebuild that line like that fast with experience and everything. But we do have some really good players. Got Austin in here. He's a Notre Dame fan, being kind. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, who knew that we would beat y'all 1 point less than we beat Bama? We actually beat Bama worse than we beat y'all. So, who knew? Everybody was ragging on Notre Dame, and who would have thought? Get a bunch of congratulations. Paul Warren's in here. Good to see you, buddy. DeAndre Crawford. Got Andy Nickus is in here. Good to see you. Glad to see all of you in here. So what did Clemson do? So if you're, you know, if you're kind of like me and you don't believe this is reality and you keep, you know, pinching yourself, all I got to say is this. Tonight they did what they were supposed to do. Tonight they played the perfect game. They didn't turn over the ball. They didn't come out and play really well at first and started, you know, when it got to about that 28 to 14 or 16 or whatever it was, I sat there and I went, okay, here it comes. This is where Bama starts to turn it on and Clemson starts, not just Clemson, other teams begin to play around. It's what Georgia did in the SEC championship. That's what Georgia did last year in the national championship. But they kept going. And they killed it, they killed it, they killed it. They continued to put them away. Great job to Clemson. Great job to the coaching staff. Let me tell you this. This is what a lot of people forget. And this is what a lot of the media heads, they forget when they're sitting here talking. I think sometimes they just barf up something just to say it. But that would be like well, if Jake Bentley threw for 500, Tua's going to throw for 7,000. Isn't that what we're supposed to say, Bob? let me tell you this. I understand. I was there at the game that night, and I saw, Jake Bentley throw the ball all over Clemson. Here's the deal. It goes back to who's wearing the headset. Brent Venables tonight might have been the best defensive mind in the country. He shut down a team that's been passing all over everybody. Too many people, when they're sitting here and they're talking about all this stuff, they don't think about it. They don't think about it. They just think about, this is Bama and that's it. And I'm going to tell you right now, the truth is that you have to have a brain to shut down a team like that. And that's what he did. That's what he did. It was great. It was awesome. It was wonderful. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of being. I've been a Clemson fan since I can remember. I didn't start pulling for them back when they started getting good, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I didn't start pulling for them. I've been pulling for them ever since I can remember, and I'm going to tell you, it sucked. It sucked. I don't know how many times they would go hire somebody as a coach, and I'd go, not again. And you knew what the next 5, 6 years was going to be. I mean, you knew what the next 6 years was going to be. It was going to be a letdown. It was what it was. I've been pulling for Clemson through all of this, and I'm glad. I'm glad. Clemson won this game. They won it with class. I'm proud of what they do. I'm proud of who they recruit. I'm proud that they're selective with their recruits. And I want to thank Coach Sweeney for that. Another Bama fan on here being nice. Thank you for the congratulations. I'm going to tell you, I did not see that coming. I called that Clemson was going to beat I called that Clemson was going to win. I said Clemson was going to win this game, but I said 34-31. You can go back 2 months ago, find Volunteer Roadshow. If you don't know Volunteer Roadshow, type in, you can even stop now, Volunteer Roadshow. Type in Volunteer Roadshow, find his show, and you can even go on his show and ask him personally. You can ask him, say, did Bobby Durkins predict Clemson was going to win the national championship on a call-in on a Friday night about 2 months ago and called the score out? And he's going to tell you, he called it first, he did it, and I did. Stuck to my guns. I did not expect this score. I did not. If I did, I'd be lying. I did not expect this domination. I did not expect us to do what we did. I expected us to win, and I felt like it was going to be a fight. Look, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this, and I know some people are going to take this wrong. They're going to say I'm being a poor sport and everything, but I think that we need to realize, first of all, it is Clemson and Alabama at the top. Clemson tonight just went off. Clemson was tired of being disrespected. We were tired of hearing about what a weak conference that we're in. We know we're in a weak conference. SEC fans, I hate to break this to you. Georgia doesn't look too great. Mississippi State and LSU has an anorexic offense, right? And Alabama has talent. They do have talent. Tonight, I think that once Clemson got them kind of sideways, Clemson kept coming after. It was just coaching, talent, playing. They took advantage of it, okay? They did. But can we go ahead and admit that, yes, the SEC may be the toughest conference in the country, but it's not amazing. It's not what you make it. It is not like you're way up here. Just wait. Listen, do you know that most conferences has like one good team? Most. I say a few, the Power 5. They have one good team. And according to most SEC fans, the conference, we play tough every week because we've got... And that's how we got this stuff, the best team crap started up. Now we're even guessing, how good is Georgia? How good is Georgia? Georgia is not a bad football team. But Georgia could not have stood on that stage tonight. So I'm glad this is over. I'm glad that it ended the way that it did so it could embarrass a lot of the people who are the talking heads in college football. I'm sick of a lot of them. Not all of them. I'm sick of a lot of them. They're former football players who's being paid a lot of money to sit there and wear a suit and talk about football like they know what they're talking about. Just because you can play a sport doesn't mean that you know how to analyze it. And then I get sick and tired of sitting and listening to it. I can't. Washington Huskies, thank you so much. Thank you so much. He said, happy for us, happy for you too. Washington Huskies been following me for a long time as well. And I appreciate it, appreciate it. A lot of people's on here been following me. If you don't know me, you know me now, hit the subscribe button. Looking at it right now, footage where they talked to Justin Ross after the game. Justin Ross came to Clemson. He was #1 recruit in the state of Alabama. He did not go to Alabama. He did not go to Auburn. He went to Clemson. And when he sat there and he saw that genius throwing the football, it clicked with him. That's somebody who can get me the football and get me a lot of, give me a lot of chances to show off my skills to the big leagues. And it happened. Justin Ross showed out tonight. Clemson did what I always say. If you're playing a good team, you start beating them and you don't stop beating them until the game is over. Even if you think, maybe we're going a little far, that's when you really tear them up. Right now it's showing Clemson as an underdog. LSU, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Alabama, Ohio State, Alabama, and Alabama. And all of those, they were underdogs. That's from the time they played LSU about 6 years ago in the Peach Bowl up till now. 6, 7 years ago up till now. And they were an underdog in all of those. They only lost 2 of those. And it was to Bama. One was last year and the other was national championship. Listen. Clemson used to have this thing called Clemsoning. And we earned it. We can all get upset about it. But we earned it. That's over with. It's over with. We won our second national title in 2 years. It's the second national title in 3 years. And here's the deal. The guy who won it tonight was a true freshman quarterback who scouts were saying before that. I don't even know why these guys who were doing these, or what I was talking about and then got off subject, was these guys who were former NFL players or former college players. They're sitting there in $1,500 suits talking about football, and they don't know football. They knew how to play it at one time, but they didn't know football. They don't know how to analyze it. They're overlooking NFL scouts going, if the draft was today and Trevor Lawrence was able to declare out of every college football player, out of every college football quarterback, he would be the first one taken. But they didn't listen to that. They didn't listen. They didn't pay attention to the Clemson's offensive line. They didn't pay attention to our running backs. They didn't pay attention to our great wide receivers. All they could pay attention to was Bama, and then boom. After that, it was just regurgitating what the next guy said. SEC Network might be shut down right now because everybody's drinking their sorrows away. Half of them's killed themselves. I don't know. Walking there, and there's just a gun. Because they don't know how to look at talent. There's Clemson Carson in here. May there to you. Matt Bost, good to see you. Clemson 676. There's a bunch of you. May there to you. And a happy May there to you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Drake, may there to you. I'm going to tell you right now. I am not going to act like once again, that I felt like the Clemson was going to do what they just did. But you cannot think for 1 second that Dabo Swinney, when he said, oh, it's Alabama and then it's the rest of us, you don't really believe that he meant that, do you? That was a challenge to his team, and that was kind of a slap at the media. That was a slap at the media. That's all they focus on. That's all they focus on. Chris Harper, you've been a lot of fun. There's a good chance it might be us again next year. It's going to be fun. The secondary performed the way I thought they would. You know, Drake, I felt that South Carolina game when Bentley did throw for over 500 yards against, that's the greatest thing that happened to Clemson. That's just like when that year we lost 70-33 to West Virginia in the Orange Bowl. First Orange Bowl we'd been to in years, since a national championship. And we got blown out. Dabo made a change at defensive coordinator, and who did he bring in? Brent Venables. Sometimes bad things happening like that's good things. See Chops in here. May there to you. Good to see you. Telling you, we did well. It was incredible. College football, that's it really. May there to you. I can't believe this. Good night, Chris Harper. Take care of yourself. Crow and Cock, good to see you. I don't know. Somebody's asking for rankings. I ain't even going to think about it. I'm going to enjoy this. Good night to all y'all. In fact, I'm going. I'm about to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I just can't believe it. Looking at all these comments. By the way, thank you. Somebody said Brent Venables got his tail handed to him in the Big 12. That's why he chased him out. No, Brent Venables actually went to a team who would value him past his last name not being Stoops. We'll take him. If they chased him out of the Big 12, we see what trash the Big 12 is. So, Big 12's trash. Has an offense, they forget that you have to play both sides of the ball. So, and if you're trolling right now, you could tell me my wife is ugly, and I might want to punch you, but you're not going to even ruin this moment for me. Brent Venables was in the Stoops poll, and we'll see how that turned out. Crow and Cox said, I picked Clemson. I didn't think they would have killed him. Yeah, me neither. He lost games. Proof is in the pudding. Well, he's won a bunch of games, so it doesn't matter. He just put on one of the greatest defensive setups tonight. So, just, I don't know. It is what it is. He's won a ton of games for us. We appreciate him. We appreciate him. Well, anyway, listen to everybody. Y'all take care of yourself. Pass this around. It's a great night to be a Tiger. Take care of yourself. I believe in it. I don't want to get off of here. I just can't believe it. I just can't. I don't. But I've got to go to work tomorrow. But congrats to all of you. Congrats to Clemson. Congrats to everybody who's been pulling for them like I have. And the majority of the time they sucked. And now this is national championship number 2. Out of 3 years. Thank you so much. Remember, you keep showing up, I'll keep showing out. Hit that subscribe button. Bobby Durkin.